MLMs, they are the absolute worst
trash
business opportunities that you can get into. Flat out. If you look at I'm licensed both in tax and financial planning, and what I do, I react to different finance and business related issues online to help you think like an accountant. Everything, I've been doing this for a long time. All right, a very long time. I've had clients from a bunch of different backgrounds. Everything that MJ is saying right now is absolutely true. This is exactly how I felt early on in my career. I actually looked at people when they walked through the door of my office based on what they had on, based on the car that they was driving. I thought the exact same thing. So you got to understand, the way I was introduced to Mr. Harris was 100% legit.
Yeah.
It was a brother who was in the same financial service field as myself, and the things that he was saying was absolutely on point. Listen to what he says, because it's very important.
I'm trying to tell you.
The one who pulls up in your office in a 5-year-old, 10-year-old Subaru, wearing really just like plain clothes, nothing over the top. These are the folks with millions of dollars in assets. Millions. Cash. I'm talking cash. And to me, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I'm like these people who are dressed up in designer clothes who are not retaining money. That's what it hit me when I first came into the industry. I'm making all this extra money because I had 2 salaries back then. I had my salary from my day job. I also had the money I was making from doing this work, right? So you're making over $100,000 a year there. At that time, over $100,000 just doing insurance. This is before I started getting into doing investments and things like that.
And I think MJ is absolutely the cutest in the like little brother type of way. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on that. Like, I think he's just like, oh, cute, bless your heart type cute. But he's absolutely right. Let's keep listening.
Making all this money. And I'm sitting up here across from these people who are just like me. We're all dressed nice. We're looking good, looking fabulous.
Right.
And broke.
See?
Broke. And how I define broke has nothing to do with how much you make. Right. It has to do with how much you keep.
Come on now.
If every time you get your checks at the end of the month, you made this much money and you spent that same amount of money, or in some cases, you're spending more than what you made because you're using credit to supplement things, right?
Ooh,
then you are broke. And the people who I saw who were spending the least amount of money were the people who were building wealth, and I figured it out. They were building wealth because they were keeping their expenses low. I can't hit this point enough. You have to minimize your expenses.
So,
listen, JT, who gonna go first? You or me? I mean, I can go first, but this video is about me reacting to you. So I'm gonna extend the courtesy, JT, and I'm gonna let you go first. But listen, I already know where you're gonna go. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Clearly, I was on the team. I was 100% on the team. Everything he said in this video, I agree with. All of my background, my history, my education, my practice, everything that he was saying was 100% legit in my mind. So I had no idea that he could ever possibly be involved in a multi-level marketing company. And if you are a new pocket watcher, then maybe you are unaware. But to me, and in my personal opinion, multi-level marketing companies are the worst. Multi-level marketing companies.
I think so too. She says it's the people who own national public storage chains, think U-Haul, that drive old, busted up, dusty Dodge trucks. Listen, and their kids get 1 pair of shoes for 2 years. I know what I'm talking about. Okay. Personal experience. They show up and they have a polo shirt, and the next time you see them, they might be wearing that same exact polo shirt and khaki pants. It's not what we think it is. Damn, kombucha, take it easy on our Dodges. And I'm sure she's responding. She says, oh, I love me a good scam. That's why I love hearing about people who are involved in MLMs. Exactly. So that's why we're here. If you're liking my channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Right now, do it.
MLMs, they are the absolute worst
trash
business opportunities that you can get into. Flat out. If you look at the income disclosure.
This is an accountant, a financial advisor. And he is saying this. It's one thing for Melissa to say it, because Melissa got in on the $5 paparazzi multi-level marketing thing. And now she got a whole bunch of freaking earrings and stuff. That's a whole nother live. Yeah, they got me.
Statements of these companies, you will find out and you will realize that it's only 0.00 something% of the people who are involved in the company ever make any sustainable money. Most of the people involved in these companies never make any money. They most likely lose money because you can't simply be a salesman or a saleswoman in a multi-level marketing company. You have to also be a client. You have to also be a customer. So you got money going out. If you're selling potions and lotions, that means you got a garage or a basement full of product that you're never selling. And if it's some kind of service, you got a reoccurring fee coming out of your bank account every month, and there's not enough money coming in. So multi-level marketing company, in my opinion, absolute scam. But I had no idea that, Mr. Harris would be involved in that until I saw a post on IG. And I'm going to share with you, what I saw on IG.
You're absolutely right, Tanya. Tanya said you need a deep down line. You absolutely do. And I always say that the best place to be with these multi-level marketing schemes is if you're not in soon as the business starts, so that before the craze happens and there's tons of people that are on it. So for an example, I just gave my shout out to paparazzi. Like I started last year, and not even lasted. And the reason why I got involved with it was because I was buying so much. So I was like, you know what? I'm buying, I may as well sell. Well, by that time, and the thing is, I don't have the time to be going and getting a bunch of people. So my downline was 0. So I was not going to make money. But the people that was over me, they were making money off me because I shopped a lot for myself. Okay. A blind guy, his wife, their life says, I've heard of MJ Harris and this situation. Very interesting. So again, if you're just tuning in, first of all, this is not the MJ Haters Club.
Is it a pyramid where you make money at the top? No, I don't. No. First of all, every business has the one person or 2 people or 5 people at the top who make profit. Hell yeah, it's business. I mean, what company you work for? It always is like that. What you think you do on your job every day? You think you pushing papers, right? You think you pushing papers just for your own benefit? I'm getting my check. What you think you're doing? Unless you work for the government, there probably is a small group of shareholders or owners who are making a profit based on your efforts. And what do you think this is? It is few people at the top, a moderate number of managers, and a ton of employees. What company does not operate in that way? I'm just curious.
This is ridiculous. Nope, I've heard enough.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you view me as a liar?
Okay, so you created this mess. That's what you did. But I think you're calculating and you're manipulative.
The bottom line is that I am one of America's most successful insurance producers. I ain't put black on the front of it. I ain't put gay on the front of it. I ain't put nothing else on the front of it except for successful.
Sounded like a freeloader here. You sounded like a freeloader and a scam artist.
Exactly. So for those of you that are listening, I guess I should have read that. Sorry, you got to catch the replay. But the sound bit is just naming things that makes it a multi-level marketing scheme.
If you have the financial capacity to buy, I'm going to sell it to you.
Is it a pyramid where you make money at the top? No, I don't. No. First of all, every business has the one person or two people or five people at the top who make profit. Hell yeah, it's business. I mean, what company you work for? It's always is like that.
Light them up.
That's
light them up.
That's always the go-to line for multi-level marketing companies.
Don't they?
Multi-level marketing, they'll always try to say it's a deflection technique. That's what they're doing. They're deflecting. If you ask them, is this a pyramid scheme? Instead of them just saying, no, this isn't a pyramid scheme, this isn't a multi-level marketing company, they'll flip it on you and say, your job's the real pyramid scheme.
Right.
You have the CEO of the company, then you have regional managers, then you got local managers, then you got you. That's the pyramid scheme. But here's the issue. The corporate structure is not what makes something a pyramid scheme.
Okay.
A pyramid scheme is defined by the fact that there is an endless chain of recruitment and selling.
Come on now.
A pyramid.
Say it again. I love that. So for those of you that don't know, I skimmed some of the video because it was a very long video. So I have not watched this. So I'm not putting on my reactions for you guys or anything. I do not watch his videos before I react, because I want to learn a lot right along with you guys. But like I said, towards the end, when the people were calling in, yes, I did trim a lot of that because it was just a lot of talking and stuff like that. But this part, this is my honest reaction, real-time reaction. And I love what he just said here. Real time, it's about the recruitment, and he's going to speak more about it. So make sure you guys tune in to this.